What's up, peeps? Jezza here. Where have I been? I've just not been bothered, to be honest with you. The past week has just been brutal. Um, to bring you up to scratch, what's been happening? We've had to slow down Happy Apple, as I've said before, so it became a grinding halt. We sort of were a bit at loose ends. We were sort of scratching our heads as to what we were going to do next. We had, the planned schedule, which is usually COD, retro, and thank God it's Faraday, and whatever else we can produce in the time. Um, we've taken a back step a little bit from the gaming side of it. We still will be doing retro just whenever Dre and I can get around to being together and doing the recordings together. So they won't stop. They still will come out. Uh, Look forward to them. Watch, like, comment, all that. Um, but the animation is what's going to become more important to the channel from here on in. Well, for Happy Apple anyway. Um, Tales from Zombie Town is too important to us to just let it slide, so Tales from Zombie Town will be a priority. Anything related to Tales from Zombie Town will also be a priority. We've got a Halloween special coming up, which I'm not going to give any spoilers for, but it's a, you know what the routine is. We're out in the woods, someone tells a story. So, yeah, anyway, I won't go into that, and you can take your guesses on that one. Um, I well, we released a competition video yesterday for Movie Zoo, which is it had to be a 20-second clip, no longer than 20 seconds clip, that used two of the stick characters, no backgrounds, props, sets, lighting, and effects. So for 20 seconds, it's very difficult to get your point across in animation in 20 seconds. It's a lot different to just blabbing it to a camera and being able to get your point across, which I don't exactly do effectively. I've noticed that because my vlog times are very strange. One was 7 minutes, the other was 10 minutes, whatever. Anyway, getting away from the point. It's out, it's on Happy Hour Productions, it's the trailer, or whatever you want to call it. It's the featured video. Check it out, please. Leave a like. We can only win by likes, so at the end of the day, the likes will be tallied by Movie Zoo, and whoever's got the most likes ends up winning. I just look, we just love. It's not like we get anything massive out of it. It's a swag bag from Movie Zoo, but anything that comes from Movie Zoo is cool usually. But we love to win these competitions, and it gives us good exposure, and lets Movie Zoo, or reminds Movie Zoo of how important they are to us, and hopefully how important we are to them. Anyway, so that's what's been happening. That's why it's been brutal. I've had to find another job. I've been lucky enough to find a job and secure one now that allows me enough time in my week to still edit and produce content for YouTube, as well as still pay the bills and go to work. So my vlogs will probably be more frequent now, as well as I'll probably have a few more stories to tell. I met my team today. I'm going to be the sales manager for a company. I don't even want to go into it. But yeah, it's a good role, good easy money, and still allows me the time to be able to give back to you guys still. So that being said, yeah, a little bit of a change up here and there, but all good. My rant for today is actually related to the whole job thing. Now, we found out about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, that we were no longer going to be receiving funding for Happy Apple. So really, we were basically told, look, you're going to have to go find work. Like, not by anyone, but life dictated. You're going to have to go and get a 9 to 5. So the search began. Now, for those who don't know, Dre is actually my younger brother, and he's 29 now, and he's getting to the point where he's in the same boat as me. Your age makes a massive difference when you're going to look for a job. Now, people It's in the books that you can't discriminate against somebody's age. If they're qualified for the position and they can do the work, then they're just as, you know, they have just as much of a chance of getting the job as the next guy is. Now, that being said, that's a load of shit. Okay, it's a load of fucking bullshit. And if you believe that, you're probably fooling yourself. Now, I don't look my age. I'll be the first person to say it. I certainly don't look 34. I fucking pray to God I don't look 34. I'm going to be 35 soon, people. We're not going to hit that 500 subscribers. I want to hit 500 subscribers by the 24th. Is it going to happen? Am I going to lose this bet to Dre? Probably. Anyway, one thing that I can tell you is when my resume is being read 10 years ago, regardless of the qualifications that I had, to be honest with you, at the age of 25, if you put your resume in anyway, it virtually gets picked up straight away. If you even look like you can barely do the job at 25, everybody wants you because you're in the eyes of the employer, you're still able to be trained and able to be molded into whatever they want you to be. At my age, if regardless of my looks, regardless of how I interact with people, regardless of the experience that I've had, when somebody looks at a 35-year-old looking for a job, unless it's a managerial position, they don't want to know about you. Now, I was looking for petty job, like bullshit, just, you know, quick in, quick out, night work. I was looking for night work. I figured that would be perfect for me. Night work, work at night time, sleep a couple of hours, get up, go back to Happy Apple and do what I've got to do. So that I thought was a piece of piss. And I was, prior to anything to do with YouTube and to do with Happy Apple Productions, I was actually a finance broker for 10 years. A licensed, qualified finance broker. I used to write loans and get you, you know, you needed money, you came to me. That's what I did. And so I'm qualified in a lot of different areas. But these menial jobs wouldn't take it on. Well, sorry, wouldn't take me on. Now, I can only assume that it's because of my age, and I'm not gonna pinpoint anybody or say that that was specifically what the problem was. In a lot of cases, I was either overqualified or they'd already hired. You know, and shit happens. Timing is of the essence sometimes. But that being said, employers, when you're out there, read that fucking resume. For God's sake, don't get to the age section or get to the person's lifestyle section or their, you know, their personality, or no, don't just, you know, fucking read the thing. You're given it's somebody's life on a piece of paper, and they're trying to portray their life as best as they possibly can, and especially to you, who they have to look up to. You're the employer, they're the person that they're begging for the job. You know what I mean? They're applying for this job with the intention that you will give them a chance. Okay, so as an employer, give people a chance. I know it's not as simple as that. I do understand the logistics of hiring and all the rest of it. It's not an easy thing to do. But giving the person the opportunity or the decency to call them, decency to return an email, just to give the person an idea of where they stand with you, that's really fucking important. And from an employee's point of view, when you're applying for these things, don't think that it's all going to be down the line. Right? Nobody employs like that unless you're a major corporation where you have a protocol that's been put into place and you have to abide by that protocol when you're hiring. A lot of people won't. They'll hire internally. They'll hire a friend. They'll hire some. You know, as much as you want to showcase yourself and prove yourself worthy, a lot of the times, stupid things are going to get in your way, and you can't let that downhearten. You can't let that bring you down and make you think like you weren't worthy of the job or you weren't good enough for the job. Bottom line is, if you can do the job and you can do the job well, you're fucking worthy of it. You should have got the job. A lot of people I know get jobs that they're not worthy of. They first of all probably don't really know what they're doing and hoping that they fumble their way through it until somebody picks them up and fires them, I guess. But don't be that person. If you're applying for these jobs, prove to this employer or the person who's interviewing you that you can work. Being able to work and do your job well is what an employer wants, or what an employer should want. So I don't know, guys, if you take anything from this, great. All I'm really saying is there are other factors that come into interviews and job interviews, and it's not straight line, and it's certainly not by the book. So anyway, guys, that's enough for me. Good to catch up with you all. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like, and love yous all, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.